Okay. I've just had one of my more favorite games that I've had in a while. This was fun. This was a lot of fun. I was Byzantines versus Berbers. It was one of those games where it didn't end in feudal or early castle, but it kind of progressed, and I ended up making a good decision. He was going knights and archers, so I went camels and skirms. And then I just kind of kept that comp, mostly camels toward the end. The skirms weren't even dying. I was raiding them with camels and attacking with camels, and the AI should have switched, right? They should have switched to maybe heavy on knights or knights and pikes. And he was going to his camel archers, which is good. If you could mass camel archers, it'd be great against at least my camels. Anyways, I don't know. But let me just look at the stats real quick. Because he was better tech-wise. I think I forgot to get the techs at the end. That's a really important thing for me too. Castle to Imp, I got to 135, I got to the target that I wanted to. So, I don't know why I think 135 should be the target. Like, anywhere from like 120 to 150 at most, but like 110 to 140 is really somewhere in there. Is what I want to try to hit in most games. And then kill them off. And I killed villagers off too, so I'm kind of getting stuff down better. My KD was pretty good. Yeah, that was fun. So I'm going to spectate it. Uno momento. Okay. So, oh yeah, let me do my set for myself. Yeah, so anyways, Byzantines. Byzantinium versus Abu Dhabi. Al-Mumi? That's an interesting name for Berbers. But anyways, I don't know. Let's just take a look at what I see. I got kind of lucky with finding the scouts. Or, sorry, finding these goats. The sheeps. And that kind of helped. I found a pair right off the bat, so that's cool. I think down here somewhere. Excuse me. Anyways, pretty normal Dark Age. I'm trying to remember anything. I actually was going kind of toward a scout build. That's what I was thinking to myself. I'm going to go scouts. I don't know when I decided that, but I've been sort of wanting to try to go scouts a little bit more because I've been going more skirmisher at the beginning. But this time I wanted to go fast scouts. It didn't do it perfectly, of course. But I've done it before, and yeah. Also, sweet, I found those sheep. That was nice. But also, whenever I see deers, I try to push them right away because I know the meta right now is like scouting information isn't as important as pushing deer. Of course, I know it's like finding sheep's important too, but I think if you get a deer under the TC, you eat that faster. So it's highest priority is boars, and then deers, and then obviously those zebras and ostrich, and then sheeps, or in this case, what do I got? Oh, goats. The worst ones feel like the swans. Maybe because they have the least amount of meat. Is it? But you collect them the same rate you collect sheep or goats. Oh, that goat helped me too. That was kind of nice. Glad he didn't screw it up. That moment right there was a very like APM moment for me. I was like, I remember struggling in that moment. So I'm kind of glad that worked out. Because the last couple of games I've been playing, I've been failing the deer push. So you can kind of see my logic with walling too. Like I'm gonna wall, here, 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 and here. I have this gold. Like I try to wall outside of a gold, but I think this one ends up because these two are on the front. And my mouse. These two are the front. Really, I have a mouse pad that's kind of weird. I use a cutting plastic thing That's my mouse pad. And it's got a crinkle in it, so the laser under the mouse kind of goes wonky when it goes over the crinkle of my cutting board thing. But I think I do end up going around that gold. So also, I love one of Hera's ideas of like putting a house forward of the mill. I think this one was my first house, of course, but having houses forward the mill so that way you can see a drush coming in. I think this guy, this AI, was doing a drush. I'm not 100% sure. But anyways, just to say it too, one thing I love about playing the AI versus being on the ladder initially is one, you have to practice efficiency and macro because they're perfect. And so it really helps you have to be perfect also. So that's one thing. Keeping the TC going, keeping production buildings going, which I still am not perfect in, and I never will be, but, you know, I've been improving even just over the last couple of days of playing games against the AI. So that's one reason. And then the other reason is you can pause it if you need to, and it's not, you don't have to care about another person being on the other end. But it's like, I'll pause it for reasons that you wouldn't want to pause for a person. Like, I'll just pause it because it's like, oh, stressful moment. That one's a bad reason to pause in a real game or this game anyways. You should try to go through stressful moments, but sometimes, stressful moment, and I maybe think about things for a second. I didn't do that in this game. But, yeah, I clicked up. I definitely clicked up a little late. I have 36 seconds of idle TC time. I've had better, of course, but that's not bad either for me. What are, like, of course you might pause because you need to use the restroom or you need to go, you're hungry, or for me, like playing games, especially repetitively, like to keep my stress lower, I like to pause it so I can just chill sometimes. Sometimes I do that. I try not to in a game because it's like you need to figure out how to push through stressful situations, of course. But man, I love watching them get their techs immediately. It's so cool. Okay, let's kind of see what's going on out there. Oh yeah, this guy. Oh, this is where I did a really good job actually fighting that scout off, even though they're perfect. I pretty much hit it right off the bat every time, and I go back. But also, I was looking at this part of the screen, so I didn't have to move my screen. That really helped out. And then I think I even had a heads up. I knew it was coming. So, but bam, I fight back. I did a really good job of that. That's probably the first time I've added that go good. And then I chase him. Neither of us have upgrades for that, though. He has no military upgrades, and neither do I. Oh! Yeah. Oh, one thing that's kind of funny, though, is Imperial Age camels aren't going to be as good because I don't have the final blacksmith upgrade. Oh, and this is where, yeah, he goes to the TC, but I save him. It's kind of amazing that I actually saved this guy. Wow, that's a long time before. That's stupid. And then I'm notified, and I'm like, oh no! But I end up saving it. I'm kind of impressed that I saved it. I don't know if I've ever done that before, to be honest. Actually saved the scout that went toward the TC. But that was really stupid by the AI, too. I don't know what's going on there. Anyways, in the meantime, I threw down a stable. I tried to do it immediately. I just break one of those walls, and I'm going to build a palisade next to it. And then re-palisade that wall. Build a gate next to it, and then rebuild that wall. I didn't mean to send two. But yeah, that's what I ended up doing. So, do they have any... I don't think... Does he have military? He has 2 military. Oh, they're 2, like, archers or skirmishers or whatever. I still only have 36 idle TC time, so that's good. And I even keep this high. If I'm going to do feudal age pressure, I try to keep that villager count like 3 or 4 or 5. Unless I need the food for something, but... you know, I got a villa, that's good. Man, they're... I got 2, but that's like healthy, you know. And then I even killed a scout or this the archer. Like so far successful. And then I was like obviously bad. I'm sure I'm looking away at the moment. So all in all, that's fine. It could have been even better though if I saved the scouts. I don't know what I was doing. Doing something over here though. And of course, that is Age of Empires sometimes. You gotta get good at multitasking at the right times. So they got, okay, 7 archers, 2 skirmishers. And it's like, they should throw some more pikes in there since they know I'm going scouts. Like, I don't know, a couple? Or really get that archer count high, which I guess they are. For me, I guess I saw archers, so I think I knew I needed to make an archer range for making skirmishers. Yeah, and he ends up dying. Or does he not? Oh, okay, just to save that one. So I have 4 scouts, and he has, you know, 9 archers and 4 skirms. I guess one of them's on the way. Oh, there's that too. Oh, I should have just killed those guys, but I guess I didn't notice it. I just go for reveals again. And you made it. Okay, making a 3rd, that's good. That guy dies. Man, I was paying attention to something else apparently. At least I saved those 2. Don't know what I'm focusing on over there, but obviously something. And this is where the AI, they can always, you know, like I just move them away because it was like I don't have enough attention for that. But they can always multitask everything immediately, whereas a human, you got to go back and forth, you know. Like you have a lot slower reaction time than a program does. AI is so cool, to be honest. Computer programming and hardware, circuitry, software, so cool. Transistors, I like it all. I like it all. Voltage gates, transistor. Nice. Yeah, he's wandering out away from home. Okay, basically at this point, like, I'm trying to just get enough of a mass to maybe take this fight. Archers and skirm versus scouts and skirms. I mean, I'm pretty sure that scouts and skirms is, I guess it's the worst comp. No, it's the better comp. I think it's the it's the equal numbers. I think it's better to have scouts and skirms. I need to find that out now. Depending on how the fight goes, of course. And really, I mean, they should break in. They're idiots. See, the AI is idiots. That's where it's like humans are so much better. Like, if they tried to break in, I would actually have to have problems, you know? And I'd have to wall this. I really should automatically, when I see that, wall this off, wall that off. So, I guess those are things I need to work on in the future. Apparently, I thought I had enough. 10, 50, yeah. And really, the scouts are doing the work. 10 scouts versus 20 units there. Yeah, scouts do better on the side. I did have I don't even have upgrades yet. What's the KD? I don't know if that was a good fight for me or not. They are running away though, so I'm thinking it is. But of course, I was trying to get the skirmishers in on that fight, and they're not even fighting back. That's a bad thing too. In the end, I think that was fine. But if the AI fought better, if it was actual AI, or if the AI was more cognizant, it could have, you know. That takes a lot of programming though. Anyways. This is a fight I need. I mean, of course, I'm pushing them back, which is good, but I see this. So, anyways, a lot of good stuff happening there. And while at the same time, I'm keeping that 5 villager count. I think that's useful to me. Maybe if I had the bandwidth, attention span to, like, use those, 4 times 50, 200 food for something, then cool. But really, it's just... Like, until I get to 800 food, I don't care if it's in the TC. Because then I can just deselect the villagers and then go up. That's much better than having an idle TC. I guess I back off because I didn't really want to fight there. And I thought I'd hit this a little bit. I probably get 1 kill. Did I get a kill? I don't know if I do. Yeah, I guess I don't. Got a little bit of that. I ended up seeing that in the end, I think, and getting some kills there. I figured I was up, which I definitely am. KD-wise, I'm definitely up. Villager-wise, I have 2 minutes final TC. I don't really know where that's coming from. Man, still? Oh, I'm pop capped? I'm pop capped. I don't know how many kills. I got 2 kills there. And they got a kill on me, but it doesn't even matter if it's equal, I think. If you're getting villager kills, it's really good. Okay, just interesting side fact. One beautiful thing about Age of Empires, and I think in just life in general, it's like time value of money. The most valuable time for, let's just say, 1 unit of currency is immediately. You can, it's like the present is the most valuable time. Over time, the same amount of money is worth less and less and less and less and less, naturally. And it's like, why? Ooh, do I have the bandwidth to explain that right now? I don't know. It's a very, but that's the reason why Villager in the very beginning of the game is like, Villagers at the very beginning of the game are the most valuable. The longer and longer the game goes, a single villager is less and less and less worth anything. I'm sure Spirit of the Law has explained that, or it's just simple to understand, or maybe it's not, I don't know. But the same is true with economics, and it's so cool. That idea by itself, I think it just changed how people live their lives. Like, the present is the most important time in life. Okay, he's going Castle Age. I knew I was kind of late. That's why I built the market, so I could sell some food and then click up. Okay, but this is where, like, of course I'm doing better. I've had a better game, but I knew I wasn't gonna, like, I wasn't in a place to, like, complete the win here, you know? So I was like, okay, let's back up. And this is where, whenever the other side gets to castle before you, you need to retreat, just defend until you get to castle, because you're just not going to take as good a trades, generally speaking. Like, my skirmishers versus his archer is like, I know he hasn't upgraded it yet, but once he gets to crossbows, and similar, at the very least, to say, blacksmith upgrades, as my feudal ones, I think he'll still dominate in a archer skirmisher war. So, like, right now, I think I want to fight him, but I actually shouldn't. I think I'd end up doing it anyways. Oh, no. Well, he'd be back. Maybe it is worth it for me to take the fight. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure his numbers are better. At least 1-to-1, archers are better than skirbs until I get to castle and get all my... I don't even have the feudal upgrade. So, yeah, I have the numbers, though. Honestly, I think he should press me, but... I don't even have this upgrade. Man, I don't have any of the upgrades. And I should have probably been getting them in Feudal Age. Maybe that would have helped me stomp the AI better in Feudal. I don't know. But this was why I love this game and I'm recording it, is because I finally have gotten to the Castle Age, like, into Castle Age early Imperial, and I end up killing the AI. And that's one of my problems, is, like, booming through fighting. It's like, this is one of the first instances that I am able to, like, fight and boom at the same time effectively. And really, all it is getting keybinds and mechanical skills down. Like, for me, my barracks, archery ranges, stable, select all key is, like, I think it's Control A, S, and D. And then Control F is siege workshops, all of them. Control G is all my castles, and just getting those mechanisms down and it's a little harder for me than I think even earlier in my life, because I had an arm injury on my left arm, so my nerves are a little my fingers are a little unable to click keybinds as well. A little bit. Honestly, the more practice, the better it gets, though. But I definitely have nerve damage in my forearm that affects my hand. But that happened when I was 21, and I'm 29 now. So, okay, this is where they have all. This is where I'm a little screwed. They have knights, and I'm kind of like, I gave up a lead here, basically. I should have tried to fight this, I think, right off the bat. I don't know. It ends up going okay. But right now I'm 32 to 20. And man, I love how they're backing off here. That's kind of funny to me. Team villagers going. 4 minutes idle TC is kind of bad, of course. I think I have 2 TCs down over there though, but I try to take this, and this goes okay for me. But their knights are like, what are their knights right now? Yeah, +1 period. Oh, they're yeah. My guys are yeah. I don't even have upgrades. That was a bad fight for me. Oh yeah, he wiped me. So that's where it's like, you know, in another game, you know, I could just be like, ah, screw it, I'm done, resign or whatever. And even in real life, that's what people do if they take a bad fight. But they're not even losing yet. I mean, of course I'm behind, but I like that. Ooh, that's actually kind of cool. I didn't realize that. Capture rate is pretty cool, but man, so what to do if you're him? I mean, obviously deny my gold. The AI is so stupid. Deny this top area for sure. Break in, maybe deny this. Like, he needs to attack and break those in between my TCs. For me, honestly, I know, like, a better TC spot would be, like, right here for that, like, gold and wood. And then, I know I like having one here. It's not the worst. Just have this walled. And I need to wall these better. But there's some weaknesses I have in my gameplay, of course. And this is just AI, too. But and the AI can be cheese. See how cheese they are? They're so stupid. I don't understand why they don't break through. Right, they know how to break through. They're just kind of stuck in a glitch. But I was like, okay. Knights and archers, let's make camels and skirms. And I've, yeah, 3 in one, 2 in the other, queued up. And I'm like, oh man, I have so much gold. I still need to get better at economy management, but skirms up there randomly. But yeah, they're 3 TC booming. They got 3 bills. We got 4. It's like, okay, they're 3 TC booming. I'm gonna try to 3 TC boom as well and make army. So, of course, man, I have way too much gold. I mean, in some ways it's good because then I can spam camels and I have a bank. So, but ideally, resources are used, not stockpiled up. You need to always be using your resources. So it's kind of bad, of course. So these guys too. Yeah, I mean, I really need, I don't know. I need to make all the gold guys go to making farms and doing some wood. Like, just taking even, like, half of those guys. Maybe a little more than half. Like, 6 of them. Instead of these 9, have 6 of them off on farming and wood. I have more villagers than them? I'm not sure exactly why I have more villagers than them. Because he's 3 TC booming right now. I guess I killed enough of them back in... I did enough damage to him that I'm ahead. So it's good that I'm booming right now. Really, it's on him to kill me, like militarily. So I have my Castle Age upgrades. I got wheelbarrow sometime in there. Oh, I guess Berbers get wheel cart ahead of time. I really need my military upgrades. And I decided to build 2 blacksmiths because, like, man, I need to get these out. I'm glad that was good for me to do in this case, but I really should just be more on top of my keeping things not idle and keeping the economic balance better. But anyways, man, see, how do you get in here? Like, I guess he broke in and then he got in. Okay, that makes more sense. They're finally gonna come out and attack, I think. I don't know why. They act so stupid. But I'm feeling a bit more confident. I'm getting my attacks. I have an army built up. And I'm like, okay, let's do this. So I'm thinking about pushing out. Kind of wish I knew. I mean, I'm just sort of getting ready to kill their army. They need to have all their army together too. Too much of it is back there. So, oh, come on. I have 30. I mean, yeah, man, I'm just gonna crush them, even if I had inferior upgrades and stuff. Man, they're going like mega forward. Were they gonna castle trot me? I think they maybe were. Oh no, they're gonna come and get this stone. Yeah, this was really bad for them. So, I mean, there's just some AI weaknesses that I can just feel. And I have camels, which is superior to knights for sure. Camel archer is not. But what upgrades do I have? I need the other armor upgrade for my camels, but he needs the other attack upgrade for his knights. So, I don't know. Yeah, at this point, I'm like mega owning. So I won that fight. I think, yeah, their military's dead now, basically. I took a good fight. This is where the game turned to my favorite, and I basically win from here. And I don't flop like I could. So basically with my camels, I end up going and hitting everything that's available to me. And my goal really is to get up to Imp so I can make Trebs and take on the castle. But, he's making pikes, which is good. But it's so stupid. My mobility really helped me stay. He makes the pikes go toward the skirms through this game. The AI definitely has its weak points. And plus, I have so many camels, like, I can kind of take pikes one-on-one, which is how the AI sends them in. If they bunch the pikes up, they do a lot more damage, but I missed that, apparently. I could have, maybe I saw the pikes, and I was like, I'll go somewhere else, I don't know. But I just park, of course, I don't have enough attention span, so I just park these guys here. And then I just kind of, I push those around while I'm trying to get to Imp and manage things. I'm still a noob, so. And I figure, as long, I saw a bunch of bills underneath, so I was like, I'm just gonna go for killing bills, you know? Like, I really want to push them behind. Like, I'm gonna be ahead anyway, so it's like, let me just screw them up. Maybe a little bit more pro of a move would be to go other places, but I think this isn't bad either. It's definitely not stupid, I'd say. Sacrificing military to really stunt their economy is good for me. But yeah, it's probably going to be another like 5 minutes, I feel like, until I've actually won this game, but I'm doing all the right things. I'm closing the game out. I don't know what I was looking at there. Oh yeah, I'm idling. Oh, and yeah, this is where I idle my villager production, which I'm happy about. Because you want military out in the field. If anything, I need to kill off some of those villagers, and I end up doing that at some point, I think. So, I kill off a lot, because I want more military in the field. But I'm going Imp, of course, which is good. Didn't see that. I thankfully have a guy over. I did raid over here a little before this, but or I don't know, sometime early. But then later on, I really recognized, oh, there's a bunch of villagers like over here, so I ended up going for them. This whole area, thankfully, there's no real resources out here besides trees, but I do end up going for that gold eventually, too. And I just make a castle really to kind of protect that area. I could have maybe used a castle, or I could have put it on that hill, but I don't know, I was like very whatever about it. Man, but once he starts being behind economically, they need to make I think they could program this in AI to just dump all resources in the military and just steamroll. And like, I guess he's been in for a while, so that just trebs and I guess pikes and knights, and just dump it into it, you know, until he kills my army or pushes it back or whatever, and then just takes out castle. That's what he needs to do. Is like, when you're behind economically, you have to press ahead militarily. That's the only way to have a chance. So, yeah. I think that sucks, yeah. But my combo, I think, of camels and skirms is better than knights and pikes in the end, too, because his meat shield would be the pikes, and then it's hard to get to the skirms with the knights at that point. I don't know. I feel like, yeah, because I see they're over here, but I don't know. It sounds like I would rather have camels than skirms, so I feel like that's just not true. I don't know why that's not true, but I think logically it's gotta be. Like, I feel like it's not true. I think it's better to have knights than pikes. I don't know. It seems wrong. Maybe maybe, and it depends on civs, of course, and techs and whatnot that you have and don't have for the enemy and yourself. But I had too much population space at some point. I really should be like prioritizing getting trebs out there. I don't know why that's taking, because I end up getting pop capped. I don't know what I'm focusing on so much. Obviously, I'm focusing on something. Let me just look. What am I? Like, I'm building camel numbers. I'm raiding. I think a lot of it was raiding. Just paying attention to raiding a little bit. I don't know. Some of it was. Oh, there's a trap. Maybe I already had killed off villagers. Where's my build? Yeah, because 118. I had 133. So I was killing off bills, trying to get. I guess I missed the population max when I was talking about it. But yeah, this is very much the end of the downfall for them. And yeah, I see they have a ton of stuff over there at some point. These guys end up going down there, some randoms go down there. Let me... Yeah, so they end up attacking that. Yeah, I love that. And then the fun, just destroying them at the end. Man, Age of Empires can be really good, because at the end, the winner gets like a sweet dopamine hit of like, ooh, destroying their town. It's fun. And the loser can let them have the fun, or can just resign early, which isn't bad either. Not too bad. So yeah. So that was one of my better games against AI. So thanks for watching.